1 second, guys. Just trying to get everything set up. I'm getting slam danced with this technology. Everything set up. I'm getting slam danced with this technology. I'm old school, so the wife, she knows a lot more about this technology than I do. I'm like a newbie when it comes to this stuff. But hey, the wife, she knows a lot more about this technology than I do. I'm like a newbie when it comes to this stuff, but definitely a newbie. So just be patient with me. Right now, all my Mad Knights, league people. So just be patient with me. Right now, all my Mad Knights, league people. So just be patient with me. Right now, all my Mad Knights, league people. But we're going to get it together. We gon' get it together and make it happen. And make it happen. Make it happen. Yes. Make it happen. Yes. One second, guys. If it ain't that, it's this. If it ain't this, it's that. I can't even type. I can't even tag everybody in the group chat. The computer's stuck. The Streamlabs erased all the scenes, all the information. Technology can be some bullshit. The Streamlabs erased all the scenes, all the struggling. I can't even type. This ain't right. I can't even type. This ain't right. All right. Welcome everybody to the AHFL early season podcast. It's your boy once again, the Steelers guru. You know, we're going to talk about what's going on in the league right now, basically. We only in week 2. So I'm going to get everybody caught up. Excuse me. I'm going to get everybody caught up on the new users and things like that. We got Eddie, A-Bear in the building. What up, Eddie? Long time no hear from. I remember when you was in the group chat talking up a storm. Hope you still lively and everything is good with you. Everything is going great. I know your favorite team is the Falcons. So we're going to see how they attack the offseason. Is they going to try to make a play for Deshaun Watson? Tell me what you think. Matt Ryan and a couple first-round picks might get it done. We got Unghetto Jason in the building. Lions user is here. Prime Living checking in with us. What up, everybody? Let's get the chat box popping. Any questions you guys got? Anything you want to say as far as user, league experience? How was your games you played so far? Whatever you want to talk about, we could talk about it. The Dunbar 71 checking in, Packers user. What up? Prime Living Colts user. What up? Lions user in the building. We got Eddie in the building. Prime said Patriots clamped his offense. Yeah, man, you was throwing interceptions. I watched that game, brother. You was throwing some interceptions, man. So definitely gotta hit the lad. Make sure your reads is right. However your progressions is gonna go. Maybe it's gonna take a little bit for you to get used to Juju being in the mix. So we got the buildings in the house. What up, Clutchy? Buildings in the building. My new AFC North counterpart. So can't wait to get it on with you, man. You know you in the right division, that's for sure. Got me, got Bones Kruger. We all die hard fans of our teams, and we just gonna try to bring it every chance we get. So, I peeped your game today, and you did your thing. Definitely. You definitely did your thing. And, we're just happy to have you in the league. So, if you guys been out there tuning into the podcast so far, what I do is, there's a bit of an echo. Okay, let me try to fix it a little bit. Something happened where let me see. Okay, is that better? Let me know if that's better, Prime. Let me know if it's better. Okay, it's better. All right, I got it. So, for those of you out there who's been tuning into the podcast, what I normally do in the beginning is just go through the new users who's joined the league and the people that left, so we could get you guys. DJ Coke in the building. What's up? I believe that's our Bills user. So just to let you the guys know who left and who came, so you guys can stay updated on the users that have joined us and the ones that's left. All right, so I'm gonna give a shout out. Giants, he's new. He played his game against the worst possible user you could play your game against, which is probably our best skilled user in the league. So I definitely apologize for giving you that competition your first game in the league, and you can tell it shows. So like I said, 5-star hustlers who our Chargers user is, ladies and gentlemen, he's lost 3 user games in like 3 Madden seasons. So you came into the league and you played probably arguably our best user, and it shows. So you got beat down 56-7, but I'm gonna give you mad props because you didn't quit. You took your ass whooping like a man, and you're gonna get better and you're gonna come back next time. Hopefully you let it fuel you to get better, hit the lad so that your next opponent feels it, and you do everything you can to play better than you did this game. But props to you, man. You played the entire game. I know we have the rule with concede. You can't concede in the fourth quarter if you're down by 21 points or more, just as long as both of you guys agree to it. And you didn't even do that, man. You played the whole game. So, definitely props. My controller died now. Just a whole bunch of technical difficulties going off at the most inopportune time, but we gonna get through it. So, like I said, props to BDG Agro, who is also, he's a commish in the league. He came into the league and put in mad work since he's been here. I think he's recruited like 3 people to join us. So I'm definitely appreciative of that. Next, we got a new user, Smooth OC22. He's new. He's played his first game as the Cardinals. I watched a little bit of this game. I like to watch the new people just to make sure, just to see what type of skill level that they bring into the league, how they playing and everything like that, if they're a fit skill-wise and gameplay-wise with us. And I like what I saw. Even though the Lions laid the smackdown on Cardinals, both of these guys have skills. I have to say that. And they play like how we play. So, I'm definitely happy to have both of these guys in the league. They were recruited by BDG, who's the Giants. So, I am Jay. He is the Lions user. Definitely did his thing with the Lions beating down on the Cardinals 59-22. Like I said, and going down the list, we got Clutch Man, who is in the building. Matter of fact, Dome is home is in the building. What up, Dome is home? Who is our Saints user? Glad to have all you guys with us on a Saturday night, talking some AHFL and all that. So, like I said, we got Clutch Man, who came in, played his first game in our league and laid the smackdown 45-13. So, you came in and you basically came in with a bang. Boom. I'm here. What y'all gonna do about it? So, Dome is home giving his Saints who that, who that. So, what up, and just stay tuned if you can. So those are our new users. So, so you guys know. Oh, also Lucy G84 Fly. He was here with us for the longest with the I was trying to get him to be his favorite team, the Giants, but he had some difficulty scheduling his games. So he got kicked for a minute. Now he's back as the Dolphins, and he put a nice little beat down on the Falcons 34-7. So we're happy to have him in the league, providing the competition that we all seek, that we all desire. So going to the Super Bowl is a challenge, a super duper challenge. Something that you're gonna have to work for, and that's what I love about this league, and that's what I try to make this league. A league that'll challenge you as a user, a league that'll make you get into the lab and get better, a league that'll make you think with your brain, a league that'll make you persevere. Any quitters will be exposed. So if you come in and you think you all that and you cannot lose games, you're gonna get a real wake up call. Like that Bengals that was here before Clutch joined. I guess he came in, he was all excited, and then, when I kicked his ass the first game of the season, it was a whole bunch of complaining. Then it was like the enthusiasm just went out of his body. So, you gotta get better. And sometimes you don't have instant success right off top, man. Like anything else in this world, you gotta work for it. I mean, that's with anything, until you reach your peak, until you reach the summit. Rarely were users just coming and just spanking cats just right off the bat, being one of the best in the league. That's rarely, that's the minority. That's not how the majority of users is gonna be playing. So you gotta look at everything. A lot of people expecting instant results, instant success. It don't work like that. You got to get used to the, sliders in this league, the users, how we play, the gameplay, the rules, and all that. So do not get discouraged if you're out there. Just do what you can to get better. Ask questions. Every commissioner that we have is in the group chat to help you. You know what I mean? So without further ado, I'll just get straight to the games that have been played so far. We'll go down the standings in each division, and we'll just see what's really cracking. So, man has me at the top, 1-0. I'm the Steelers. Hopefully, we have Raiders open. So, anybody out there that's a Raiders fan or know of a Raiders fan or just know someone with some stick skills in general, hey, let them know. We got Raiders open. I would absolutely love to play a Raiders user before we advance. I hate Sims. I'm a competitive guy, so I'd rather play than get a free win. So we got Saints 1-1, Panthers 1-0, Titans 1-0, and the userless Raiders 1-0 as well. Chargers 2-0, of course, that's to be expected. We got the Vikings 2-0, Seahawks 1-0, and the Washington football team 2-0. So I'm just going down a little list real quick, and we checking out the standings. So I'm gonna give you guys my observations for the first couple of weeks so far. You guys can chime in whenever you want to if you've seen anything amazing, and like as far as a play or something like that. Let us know. We'll hit the Twitch up, check it out, and just talk about it. So this Rams user, I think he quit in the middle of the game. He just wasn't cut out for this league. So, the old Rams user, he's not here no more, but I found a Rams user, and he is a diehard Rams fan, which is good. Everybody knows we love our diehard fans taking control of their teams. Just makes for great competition, makes for rivalries and shit talking and all that, especially when it comes to divisional play. So, and we had Baltimore just starting out with a bang, 41-0. This Bears user, he struggled a bit, but he's getting better, and he acknowledged that he is getting better in the group chat. His second game after this one was a little closer. So there you go, man. Like I said, all about hitting the lab, getting better. And these next 3 games were Sims, as you can see. And we go down to Tennessee and Jacksonville. I watched this game. This game was an exciting game. It was close for the most part. Tennessee ended up pulling away at the end. He utilized Derrick Henry, and he is a diehard Titans fan, as a matter of fact. And he's someone who he has the best running back in Madden, and you can tell. He's going to do everything he can to feed that 6'4", 250-pound beast. And, but, I did see a game where he struggled too as far as passing the ball. So he's going to have to hit the lab and get more efficient passing the ball in order to complement that strong running game. It should be easy to pass when you got the Titans, for the simple fact that a lot of a lot of users on defense is going to be pretty much keying in on Derrick Henry. So there should be some things for this Titan user in the passing game. But like I said, he's going to have to hit the lab, and he's going to have to brainstorm, work it out himself. My first game was against the Cincinnati Bengals, where I beat him 44-21. This game was crazy. I had 9 turnovers. Just to talk about it a little bit, this dude thought with the ass offensive line he has, Cincinnati has one of the worst offensive lines in this game. But you wouldn't know it by the way this new Clutch played with the Bengals. You wouldn't know it. And, like I said, a lot of it depends on user skill too. Clutch came in, even though his offensive line is ass, Joe Burrow lit it up against the Browns, and you wouldn't even know it. I mean, Joe Burrow he did fumble twice. He was sacked a couple times, but he did his thing, threw for over 300 yards. But I digress. Back to this game. My defense basically kicked this Bengals user ass. Forced him into 9 turnovers, like I said. My offense stunk, but when you get 9 turnovers, you pretty much don't have to do shit on offense except, hold on to the ball, don't turn it over yourself, and basically take whatever points comes your way as far as field goals and things like that. Because out of those 9 turnovers, you're going to get some bomb field position. So, nothing to talk about here. Just a really special defensive game from that Steelers defense. Everybody know that that's the strong suit of my team is my defense. So I think I got a player of the week out of that as well. We'll check it out just to let you guys see the players of the week. Devin Bush, 8 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 1 TD. Talking about filling up the stat sheet, and as someone in the second year, that's what you need in order to progress them so that they can turn into something like, I'm hoping to get him to like an 86 or 87 overall before the season is out. So, enough talking about me. Let's continue on. Just taking a look at what happened in week one, aside from the fact okay, so Atlanta beat Buffalo 37-34. So that looks like it has a righteous, realistic score. You can see that happening in real life. So good win by Atlanta. It's Buffalo user, pretty much is new. This is his first season with us. So and we had five-star hustler, beating up on the Browns 44-17. I gotta get used. Yeah, I definitely understand that, DJ. If you've never been in a league like this before where it forces you to use your team's playbook, it's going to be an adjustment period, especially, you're not used to where the certain plays is at, or if the playbook has certain plays that you like to call, So that's why I tell, everybody, that's why I stress hit the lab. And when I mean hit the lab, I mean go to practice mode, look through the playbook so you can know where everything is at. So during situations in the actual game, you be able to, get into a rhythm calling your plays and fly through calling your plays and like I said, you can get in a good play calling rhythm, So you only got four formations on defense. Oh wow, I mean, pretty much if you like to have a variety on defense, which it seems that you do, that's unfortunate for you, with those formations. Just oh, you're just gonna have to get dope as far as the type of plays that you're using within those formations. It's possible to be elite on the defensive side of things. Like I said, just gotta hit the lab and don't be scared to try new stuff out. That's another thing too. It's kind of hard for users to come up out of their comfort zone. So don't hesitate to try new things out. And I know it sucks having only four formations, but you can definitely make it work. You can definitely make it work. Out of those formations, do you have a favorite one that you like to use? If you do, tell us about it. And you know, that's what it is. So going down the line, we got the Packers and Cowboys. This was a high scoring, close game. Dallas pulled it out 42-35. The Green Bay Packers user, he's a great user on offense, not so much on defense. So, and I'm sure you could tell by him giving up 42 points. He's a user that's going to try to outscore you with Aaron Rodgers and, those other cats that he got, and Devontae Adams and um, Valdez Scantling and everything like that. So he's going to try to get into a nice shootout with you. And, and that is what it is. So Prime Living and Patriots, I watched this game. This game was close. Prime threw a whole bunch of interceptions, which if it wasn't for those interceptions that he threw, he probably would have won this game. Actually, he almost tied the game up at the end. He threw it on the last play to his running back, and his running back got tackled on like the 2-yard line. It's crazy that he even had a chance to tie the game or win it because, as you can see here, he had 4 turnovers and the Patriots had 0 turnovers. So that's amazing that Prime was even able to keep it that close. But he did because he was, he piled up a whole bunch of yardage on offense, and he pretty much, held the Patriots in check. As you can see, Patriots only had 79 yards rushing and 135 passing. And I definitely think the reason why the Patriots struggled on offense is because he's getting used to playing with Derek Carr. He has a new quarterback this year, which is Derek Carr. He got rid of Cam Newton. Cam Newton is on the Raiders now, so he struggled, and he's going to, it's going to take him a minute to get used to playing with Derek Carr. So, and just going down the list, Seattle beat San Francisco. So San Francisco is our reigning Super Bowl champion. And the first game of the season, he lost to Seattle. But Seattle went to the playoffs, and this was our game of the week. And so let's take a look at some of the stats on this game. So Russell Wilson, 296 yards, but Seattle had 6 turnovers, and the San Francisco 49ers turned it over 4 times. So this was basically a turnover battle. San Francisco turned it over less times than Seattle, and quite honestly, I'm surprised that Seattle won, but he pulled it out. Russell Wilson with 4 interceptions, and, Sam Darnold that he obtained in the offseason he didn't throw no interceptions. So I'm guessing he was pretty much in week 1. And so as you can see right now, we're smack dab in the middle of week 2. Some of the games that have been played so far. Denver and Philadelphia. There was some questions on the way Philadelphia plays. So I hit him up in the group chat and we talked a little bit about it. Hopefully, he understands where I'm coming from. My concern was, too many screen passes, and then I checked it out, and his running back had 15 catches. So, I basically had to ask him, like, yo, what's up? Are you throwing screens every play? Like, what's up with that? Because, we do force or ask you to switch it up on offense and defense. Just get the ball. I understand you want to get the ball to certain people, for sure, especially the best players on your team, but you can't be throwing 15 screens. You get the ball to your best player in a variety of ways, which is, if he wants to get the ball to his running back, there's always angle routes. There's always plays where the running back's leaking out of the backfield. There's always swing passes, including screens. You can even put him in certain different positions. I know some empty formations allow you to put your running back in a slot, so you can do that too. Just as long as you're getting the ball to your best players in a variety of ways, I'm good with. But if you're throwing 15 to 10 screens a game, that ain't cool. Like I said, you never want to OD on one thing. So, but that's all I got to say about that. So if you're listening out there, just get the ball to your best players, but in a variety of ways, like I said. So, and then in week 2, we got the Chargers still beating people's asses. This time is a 56-7 shellacking of the Giants. So he's just doing what he do. Hopefully people don't act like last Maddens when they play him and quit the league. Like I said, hit the lab, get better, and move on. Again in week 2, Chicago lost 38-41. So this is another shootout in which the Green Bay Packers user played. This time he came out on top. I know week 1 he lost to the Cowboys in the shootout. And this time he came out on top in the shootout, 41-38. So he's still putting up mad points with Aaron Rodgers in our offense for the second week in a row and doing his thing. Buffalo beating up on Houston, 31-24. So Buffalo, the user, even though he lost his first game, came back with the win his second game and redeemed himself. So that's good. You never want to start the season 0-2 behind the 8 ball like that. So he was able to bounce back with a nice win. Kansas City lost the Washington football team 24-19. Washington football team user He's a good user. He's went to the playoffs last season, and this Chiefs user. He is a diehard Chiefs fan. This is he was with the league. I'm not sure. I think the beginning of Madden 21 season, he got COVID. I think this is the guy that got COVID, if I'm not mistaken. So he was dealing with that, battled through that. Now he's back. So, um, but with having that being said, when you got an offense like the Chiefs' offense, probably the best QB in the game, Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman, and such. You want to score more than 19 points. Not taking anything away from Washington football team user, because he's a good user, and the Washington Redskins have a very good to great defensive line. But I feel like personally, with that Kansas City Chiefs offense, you got to score more than 19 points. So moving on down the line, the two newbies. This was both of these users' first game in the league. We got Detroit spanking Arizona 59-22. And we got San Francisco, so 59 points. He must have put on some dope stacks somewhere. So 309 yards passing, 141 rushing. So coming in just balanced. And that's the way you're going to win in Madden as well as real life. If you balanced, able to keep the defense off balance, they don't know what's coming in next, running or passing, because you're having success doing both. It's kind of difficult to stop. And as you can see, piled up a whole bunch of yards. We got Cardinals user with 8 turnovers. So you're going to want to cut that down, man. So I would take a look at your Twitch, see what you did wrong as far as passing a ball that led you to 8 turnovers, and try to correct it. Just to give you guys a word of advice, a lot of times the users who throw a lot of interceptions and such are throwing a lot of interceptions because they're passing it to a certain area of the field all the time, and they're becoming predictable. For instance, I watch users, because I watch a lot of users play as far as they're, checking them out on Twitch. And a lot of users will be passing in the middle of the field and keep passing it into the middle of the field. And, the other user has a brain. He's going to catch on. He's going to be like, yo, all his passes are in the middle of the field, so I'm going to just guard the middle of the field. And if that's the case, you're going to have to go outside the numbers. You're going to have to go to the sideline. They got routes for that, out routes. Or you got to switch it up, comebacks and stop routes towards the sideline and things like that. So got to switch it up. You just can't be a middle of the field thrower. You're going to get red, and you're going to throw a whole bunch of picks. So switch it up. Use all of the routes that are in your playbook. Keep the other user off balance, and you won't throw as many picks. So that's my advice for the day. But anyway, Matthew Stafford, check that out. 7 touchdowns. Woo! 7 TDs he threw. So this last user is looking really majestic as far as the way he can pass the ball. We got 7 turnovers, so he's just winging it. And when you wing it, you throw 5 interceptions, but nothing like 8 interceptions. So Kyler Murray, you got to do better. Smooth, you got to do better. So, but you will. This is his first time playing on these sliders, so he'll get better and learning what to do and everything like that. So moving on down the line, we got San Francisco coming back with the W. We know in week 1 he took an L to Seattle, so he came back the next week with the W. So bounce back game for him, and success. So Minnesota Vikings beat the New Orleans Saints 24-17. This Vikings user we have now, he's a long-time user in our league. Javon Leach. To be fair, the Chiefs user, my D-line was in his backfield the whole game. Mahomes was making bad throws. Yeah, like I was saying beforehand, you do have a very good to great defensive line, but at the same time, he has Patrick Mahomes, And, your defensive line is probably in the backfield because safe to say he's probably not getting the ball out quick enough, and got to get the ball out quick. Got to get the ball out quick, especially when you're going up against um, a defensive line like the Redskins, and if you don't have the best offensive line in the game, got to get the ball out quick. So Cincinnati in the building. Cincy in the building, in the house. Yeah, great first game, Clutch. Great first game. Like I was saying, and you're gonna need to bring the skills. The simple fact that the AFC North, man, is and me and Ravens, we got this rivalry going on. So, it's good to get a Cincinnati Bengals user with some skills that's able to jump into the mix with us, man, and get this little three-way going as far as users that's user in their favorite team, so we can be rivals within Madden as well as outside of Madden. Man, talk a little bit of shit, have some fun with each other. So it's going to be awesome. So, but yeah, back to the football team versus Chiefs game. But and you're a veteran of the league, Javon. You've been here for a while, so hardest division in football. Yeah, with Cleveland in real life, yeah. Cleveland made the playoffs in real life. You got Cincinnati, y'all up and coming with Joe Burrow, and I don't know what y'all gonna do with AJ Green, but y'all got T Higgins, and he's looking like a beast. He's gonna turn into a beast. So, but y'all got what every team needs, and that's what looks like a franchise quarterback. Obviously Joe Burrow has to get better. In real life, we're talking about, from the way you play, you look like you definitely a fan of Joe Burrow. The way you ate up that Browns defense, from what I seen watching your Twitch, just passing the ball, yeah. AJ do look like he's gone, so y'all gonna have to get a wide receiver that's gonna complement a T Higgins and what's the other guy? Tyler Boyd. So y'all gonna need a slot receiver. Y'all been waiting on John Ross to be that guy. So maybe John Ross can make a home in the slot, or make a home outside, and y'all move Tyler Boyd into the slot. So I don't know how y'all gonna work it, but we'll see. But just getting back to this game, 325 yards for Joe Burrow and 4 touchdowns. So, look like you love playing with Joe Burrow, and that's dope. Because if you can have, oh, you said John Ross is gone too. Okay, so y'all gonna need to come up on a free agent wide receiver or draft one. So, but what I do here is that there's a lot of slot receivers in this draft. A lot of slot receivers y'all can possibly pick up in like the second or third round, fourth round, as far as slot receivers that are coming and complement T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. So, but you keep balling out with Joe Burrow like this, man, over 300 yards of offense and 4 touchdowns, you're going to be able to develop him something quick. My controller disconnected, so let me get that back online real quick. My bad, y'all. All right, so we back online. Um, Guys checking in. Javon, I think his Redskins. So, but like I said, you keep balling like that, you're gonna develop Joe Burrow into something real nice, real quickly. Get him up to, I don't know whatever your goal is for this year, but if you could get him up to like an 86, 87 overall by the time the year's out, man, that's gonna be super dope, man. He's gonna be something to, and that's key. Because in this league, man, the passing sliders, they really cater to quarterbacks that have a high overall. Not unless you're just really, really that thorough as far as passing the ball, which it looks like you are. So keep balling out, man, and keep bringing the heat with them Bengals, man. We're gonna be checking you out, man. Checking you out. All right, so without further ado, I'm gonna give my and this is a good game. Let's go over this real quick. Minnesota beat the Saints. We got a whole bunch of turnovers in here as well. 6 turnovers to 4. So we see who stands out in this game. Both the quarterbacks threw 4 interceptions. Dalvin Cook balling out. 25 carries, 113 yards. So who's catching all these interceptions on defense? We got Marshawn Lattimore with 2 interceptions. So, yeah, that's what happened in that game. But without further ado, let me get to my top 5 users in the league so y'all can see who the elite users are and things like that. So y'all be ready if they on your schedule in the future. Y'all gonna know y'all gonna have to hit the lab hard so y'all can be competitive. So my top 5 users, and I know it's early. I know it's only through week 2, but I'm gonna give it to you. So my top 5 user number 1, I'm gonna go from 1 to 5. So that's how we rolling. Chargers 5-star hustler. That is my number 1 user. Second ranked user, I'm going with the defending Super Bowl champion 49ers. My third ranked user, I'm going to rock with Washington football team. He would be my third ranked user. My fourth ranked user, I'm going with Seattle. And my fifth ranked user, I'm going with the New England Patriots. So those are my top 5 users. And all right, so I'm gonna give out my 2 awards. I got the Ass Cheeks Award, the user who, of course, as the name suggests, played like ass. So my Ass Cheek Award is going to go to, I'm gonna go with my ass cheek. I'm going with Cleveland. I actually lost to Cleveland last year, and for you to let a newbie, which is Clutch, spank up on you 45-13 with a better overall rated team, I'm going with you. So you get the Ass Cheek of the Week award. Congratulations. Hit the lab and don't stink no more. So my Fat Albert Award goes to, and I call it my Fat Albert Award because this user eating the competition and blowing up. So my Fat Albert Award goes to, I'm going with the man who played Cleveland, Cincinnati Bengals, the new user that came in, kicked the ass, taking names, you know, with the offensive line that he has. Bengals offensive line is trash. He has two players that are under 70 overall, no players above 80 overall on the offensive line. He still managed to throw for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. So I got to give mad props to you. And his defense isn't all that. And the Cleveland Browns only scored 13 points. So mad props to Bengals user coming in doing his thing. All right. So this is the Steelers Guru for the AHFL early season podcast. And I want to thank all the users that checked in with me tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And we do need a Raiders user. So Raiders fans or anybody watching, if you out there, you need a league, shoot me a message. Shoot a message. We'll get back to you, get you in the league so you can play with us and just have some fun playing Madden. So once again, this is the Steelers Guru, aka the Football Dad, for the AHFL most competitive Raiders. Yes, Lloyd Joseph in the building. I'm not sure if you're in our league or not. If you're not and you want to get into the league, let us know and we'll get you in there as the Raiders. I actually am due to play the Raiders this week. I don't want to sim. I want to play another user. So let me know, Lloyd Joseph. Are you in a league right now? Are you looking to get into a league? What's up? All right, so Lloyd Joseph, you know where to hit me. Shoot me a message. I'll get you in. Yeah, and like I said, thank you for everybody that tuned in tonight. This is Steelers Guru, and I'm out. Peace.